Over the last few months, I've really been getting into the old comic collecting again, and I think it's about time I showed off some of these books that I have here. Pretty much everything I'm showing here has been purchased off eBay. Up in Canada here, I live in Toronto. Lots of comic book shops in Toronto. But everywhere I go, the prices just seem to be high, and it just seems to me that I can do better on eBay, which is not what I hear when I watch all the videos online. You know, most of the guys I look up to in the collecting, they seem to be able to get all their books, you know, doing a lot of legwork and a lot of hunting in the wild and whatnot. But for me up here, it just seems like it's so much easier to buy off eBay. I know there's shipping costs and all that, but anyways, the first book I have here is Thor 225. One of the older books I have, actually. I don't have many books from the early 70s, but this is one of them. And I don't know, I just like the cover. This is the first appearance of Firelord. This book is in decent shape. It's got a bit of a crease on the bottom right. You can see that here. Probably the worst mark on this book, but the rest of it's not too bad. But pretty nice bright color, so I like that book. The next book I have here is Marvel Team Up number 95, and this is the first appearance of Mockingbird, which probably a minor character. Most people would consider a minor character, but I always remember her from the West Coast Avengers when I first started collecting in the 80s, and I was collecting that book, and she was always in that book. And then this one, I mean, you see this one quite a bit. First appearance of Taskmaster, Avengers 196. Yeah, just a cool cover, cool character. I love the bright green. I wish I could get this a little bit better copy of this. It's not quite as bright white as I would like, but it's not too bad. Corners are fairly clean. That corner's got a little bit of a ding. And then we have Marvel Team Up number 65, and this is the first appearance of Arcade and the first appearance of Captain Britain in an American comic. And again, I like this cover. I actually purchased a couple different copies of this one until I got one that I liked, and this one's in pretty good shape. Nice bright colors on it. Pretty dynamic cover there. The Spider-Man covers often are action-packed, and that's what I like. And I also have Marvel Team Up 66, which is the next issue and is the second appearance of Arcade and has his first full cover appearance. The next book here is X-Men number 109, and this is the first appearance of Vindicator, Weapon Alpha. Just a great cover. I love the action on this cover. And this one's in pretty good shape. The whites could be a bit whiter. I know in the video it looks pretty white. In real life it's a little yellow. And then we have Marvel Premiere number 47. First appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. And I don't know, I just figured I'd pick this one up because of the new movie coming out. It's kind of a key book right now, and it's interesting. I like the cover on this one too. This one is in pretty good shape. Probably a few little dings on the spine there. But it's not too bad. Got Red Sonja number 1. Not really a key issue. This isn't her first appearance or anything, but it's the first issue of her first series, and it's in good shape, so I thought I'd pick it up. we have Miss Marvel #1, first appearance of Miss Marvel. This book's in pretty good shape too. The whites could be a little brighter on it. I might upgrade this one if I can find a better copy sometime. But it's not too bad. And then we have She-Hulk #1, first appearance of She-Hulk. I actually have 2 copies of this, and they're both in pretty good shape, and I sent the other copy down to MegaCon in Miami to get signed by Stan Lee. So I actually think I might be getting that back in the next week or two, so I'll have to show you that when I get it back. Both books were in almost identical shape. This one has a little printer's crease. You can see it there on her bottom, in the bottom corner. The other one didn't have that, so that's why I chose to send the other one down. But otherwise this one's pretty sharp too. The spine is good. And that's just a classic book that I kind of always wanted to get. Got Marvel Spotlight #32. This is the first appearance of Spider-Woman. Interesting story. Apparently the origin story isn't exactly how she turned out in the end, but you know, kind of fun to read and not too bad a shape. Nice bright colors on this one. Got a crease in the bottom corner there. Couple of dings on the spine, but it's nice and bright. And then I have Spider-Woman #1. I actually went through 2 other copies before I settled on this one. I kept getting copies where the whites just weren't that bright, kind of yellow. But I finally got this one and it's in good shape. I'm happy with this one. Corners are nice and sharp. And then I'll finish off this video with probably the biggest book in my collection, and I just got this past week, and it's a thrill to actually have this book. I've got an Amazing Spider-Man #129, first appearance of the Punisher. Classic book. I've been wanting this for 20 years. I love the cover. The cover's great. Yeah, picked this up on eBay, and the interesting thing was this auction, I was the only bidder, and I got it on one bid for the minimum price. So I was happy about that. The price was reasonable. It's not a super high grade copy. It looks pretty good. The colors are nice and bright. My main concern was that the cover looked nice and bright with good color. When you look up close, there's a few problems with it. Few marks on the spine. You can see there on his elbow there's a bit of a color break. That corner's got a little, you know, pushed in a little bit. The rest of this edge is pretty good though. The bottom's good. There's a little bit of fanning on the pages on the bottom. I think that's fairly common, but you know, it's not too bad. There's a few little dents in the yellow there underneath Spider. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. I don't know if I got it pressed, if that would come out or not, maybe. So I don't know what this would grade. I would hope it would maybe be a 7. If it was a 7, even if it was a 6.5 or 7, I'd be happy. I'd love to hear your opinions on it, what you think it might be. The pages are off-white, I would say. But it presents nicely. It's nice and bright, and that was the main thing for me, was getting a nice cover. And because I love that cover, and it's just a great book to have, and I'm excited to have it finally. So anyways, that's it for this video. I'll probably do another one here shortly. Love to hear your comments, and I'd love to hear what you think this Spider-Man 129 might grade. Give me your thoughts on that. Alright, thanks. Talk to you soon.